Hey everyone, it's the Yankee in Siberia telling you the truth about life in Russia. I'm here in a restaurant in my city, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about customer service and some tipping here in Russia. Customer service in Russia has a bit of a reputation of being, well, terrible. But honestly, this is mostly from the Soviet Union days. Since being here in Russia, I've never really had any super friendly waiters or waitresses, but I've never had any ones that were straight out rude either. To me, it just seems a bit more honest in restaurants here. The servers will bring you what you need, no more, no less. They don't try acting like your friend in order to get a bigger tip. For Americans, this may seem a little off or a little unfriendly, especially if you're used to much more friendly servers. In America, you'll probably see your server about 3-4 times all throughout the meal to check up on you, ask how everything is, get free refills and everything like that. Here, you'll see them, they'll take your order, they'll give you your food, and then they'll bring you your check. That's about it. Now as far as tipping goes, you can do the normal 10 to 15%, a little less than in America, but that's completely up to you. In America, servers tend to make less money because they make up for it in their tips. Here in Russia, they still make the minimum wage, and then any extra tips is theirs. So, because of that, some people will still tip, but other people may choose not to tip. It's up to you. If you do plan on paying with a card, there's no place to write a tip on the receipt, so if you do want to leave a tip, you'd still have to leave some cash on the table. But other than that, it's normal tipping here in Russia. As far as any other type of tipping in Russia, it's very similar to like in America. You want to make sure you tip hairdressers here. Usually if you pay for a haircut, all that money goes to the people who own the salon. So if you like your haircut, make sure you give the hairdresser a little extra. And it's up to you if you would like to tip the taxi drivers. What I usually see here, if you want to pay cash, you can give the driver a little extra. Or if you want to use an app, many apps now have little tips that you can give to the driver if you like. But from what I'm seeing, most people don't usually give too many tips to the taxi drivers. So one thing you don't want to make sure you tip is if you go on any type of tours of any churches or anything, never tip anybody in a religious order. Most people in any kind of religious order, they joined it for a reason. They might be trying to change their lives. So if you give them any money, it could be seen as a temptation for them to go back into some of their old lifestyles. One thing interesting I did find out about tipping here in Russia is that many Russians will tip the gravediggers. Here in Russia, there's a bit of a belief that if you tip the gravedigger, that means you won't see them again anytime soon. So, what do you think about tipping here in Russia? Let me know in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to catch more videos about life here in Siberia. So until next time, peace out, Mother Russia.